I do like a ukulele review exclusive. Hold on to your hats for this one. Keep watching. Yeah, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele review day. As ever, always the summary video review. If you look at the links below here, that'll take you to the website where you'll get a lot more information about this one. All my other reviews are there, beginners tips and other things as well, and guides. And you'll also see some links down there where you can help out GotAUkulele. Thanks as ever. Running across the bottom of the screen, these people have donated to help keep the site going, because I don't take money from the brands or stores, because those would be adverts. So that's the only reason I can keep doing this, so that's really helpful. And you can also help me out if you like what you see by clicking on the subscribe button to the channel. That would be helpful too. Okay, as I say, I use the word exclusive. It's exclusive in a couple of ways. This is exclusive to the UK because I can't think there's another one over in the country at the moment, but it's also an exclusive to the store that sent this to me. And I do like store exclusives because the store are really putting the faith in their name behind a brand, so you usually expect them to be very good, and they usually are. This is a brand I've looked at several times before. The brand's called Pono. They are the Indonesian wing of the Hawaiian brand GotAU, who make much more expensive instruments, but they have long been much admired. They kind of, when I was starting out, they sit in this middle ground between the Commodore Garden, Kala, Ohana, Lanakai, and the K brands at the other end, and then in the middle was Pono. And there's a lot more brands out there now providing competition, but Pono have endured, and they're really well liked, played by some very talented people. I played one myself, used to play one in a band, and I'll come on to that in a moment. This one is exclusive to the Hawaii-based in Haleiwa, the ukulele site, and I was really surprised when Andrew there got in touch and said, really like to have a look at this one, Baz, because this is we're quite excited about this. This is the Pono Master Series ATCMS Tenor Master Series. That's top of the line for Pono now. And this came about because the guys at the store had a play of an instrument made by the master luthier at GotAU that had something called lattice bracing in here. And they liked that lattice bracing, the impact it had on the tone so much that they got in touch with Pono, who are part of GotAU, and said, can you make a set of Pono instruments that use lattice bracing? And can we have them as an exclusive? So that's what they did, and there's a whole range of them. There's some baritones as well. They all have lattice bracing, different wood combinations. We'll come on to that bracing in a moment. But all solid woods and top of the tree, top of the line stuff for Pono, this one, the Master Series. This one is made of solid Western red cedar on the top, which is superbly straight grained, tight grained, really, really nice. And on the back and sides, acacia, solid. All book matched very nicely, all very interesting woods to look at, and that combination, that sort of fudge colour and chocolate colour between the cedar and the acacia, I think is it's just absolutely top drawer classy, isn't it? It's just a really grown up looking instrument. I think that's a really, 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 really attractive thing. The bridge, like other Ponos I've seen, that with that carving, it's made of ebony. It is a tie bar, and sitting in that is a bone saddle with a straight top, although it's got a curve on the top of the saddle this way, and that's because the fingerboard is radius. We'll come on to that in a moment. That's really, really tidy as well. Everything else about it's also classy. You've got wooden binding around the top and the back with wooden purfling inlaid as well, no plastic, and rope marquetry around the sound hole. All really, really classy. None of it's ostentatious. None of it's taking anything away from the woods. It just looks like, as I say, a very grown-up instrument. Then finished in a gloss, which is, apart from my fingerprints all over it now, is flawless. There's no pooling. It's not overdone. There's no runs. There's no bare patches. No issues at all. Really, really tidy. Inside, extremely tidy too, notched kerfing. The back braces are extremely thin and tapered, but it's all about this lattice bracing, which hopefully I can put a picture up on the video, but there's a picture in the link as well. I'm no expert in how bracing affects tone, but I know that different bracing patterns do affect tone. But I'm going with what Andrew said. He said he was so impressed with the sound of the GotAU they played that used it, that they had these made, allowing the wood to really, really sort of sing and punch. So we'll come on to that when we play it, which is also something I'm dreading. Let's move on. The neck is made, it's not specified the neck wood, it's in 3 pieces. The joints are extremely well hidden. And I need to have a word about the nut, because this is average, like all Ponos are. This is a 35mm nut, which I usually rail against. But I would say that I rail against them the most on smaller instruments where I find I'm feeling cramped, because I don't feel cramped on this one. So I think maybe tenors help. And I think maybe also that this has got a radius board here. I think that helps me too. And I just go back to the fact I said I used to play a Pono. I did. I played a Pono on stage for a year. And I didn't have any problems playing it with the 35mm nuts. So maybe when I go on about that, I'm being unfair on myself as much as anything else. The fingerboard itself is made of ebony. Really nice subtle stripe running down it. As you can see, it's in great condition, really, really moist. 20 frets, as I say, they are radiused on the top, no sharp edges at all, 14 to the body, and it is edge bound in wood as well. Really, really tidy neck, and I love the fact it's satin as well, really nice. Position dots facing out at 5, double at the 7th, one at the 10th, double at the 12th, one at the 15th, and there's also side dots as well, so no complaints there. Here's the headstock. I like that. That's Makassar ebony facing over the top. The Pono logo inlaid in wood, and there's a wooden inlay there of the lady playing the ukulele. And if that image rings a bell with you, that is the logo of the GotAUkulele brand. I love that. I love that they've used that logo, because that sort of ties it into Pono, because they are the same company. That's a lovely touch. I really like that. They're good as well. Grover open gears in gold. Wow, they are the gearing mechanisms on this. These are clearly, I don't know which model they are. They're 18:1 ratio, but the gearing is clearly very good quality. These are so smooth to use. In stock, this comes with GotAUkulele Aho fluorocarbon strings, although Andrew sent this one over with a set of the Ukologic low tension, which is the strings from the ukulele site developed by their guy there, Joel. And they've got a really nice sort of pink hue to them. I like those. I don't mind. I don't mark reviews up and down on strings, because you can change them to what you like. But that's what they are. And it also comes with a really, really nice quality Oahu hard case. Really nice clasps and handles on that. That's superb. No gripes with that. Price. I think the RRP they say on these that Pono GotAUkulele had suggested was about $1,400, but because these are exclusive to the ukulele site, you're not going to get them anywhere else, and they've got them all. Andrew explains that they can give them a discount, mark them down a bit. So this $1,099. Okay, it's certainly top end for Pono, but it's not the most expensive ukulele I've ever looked at by any means, and not the most expensive Far Eastern ukulele I've looked at. The Moonbirds are much more expensive. So it doesn't shock me, that price. It's kind of puts it there at the sort of the Rebel, Owlcraft, El Luthia, those sort of brands, and cheaper than some of the Anui stuff. So no, I don't have too much of a problem with that at all. I cannot stress enough that the build on this is so good. The finish on this is so good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just absolutely, it's just lovely, lovely, lovely instrument. As I say, very grown-up instrument. I'm dreading playing it because the videos from the ukulele site are so good and their players are so good. I am no Corey. I can't play that well, so I can't do this justice. So I'm just a guy in a little room just sort of banging out basic tunes that I always do. So cut me some slack. But I'll tell you what I think about the tone once we have it in tune. These tuners are really nice as well. Really dead smooth and accurate. Superb. I can hear the tone already. Volume. Great. Really, really loud, punchy. I don't know whether you're going to hear this on the sustain. It's shimmering. That's the strings, that's the instrument harmonizing with itself. Oh, that's pretty. And it goes on a bit as well. I could just do this for the whole video, couldn't I? It's a lovely sound. Complex character. Really shimmery, really. Oh, that's lovely. So responsive. I'm hardly needing to touch the strings. It's just wanting to play itself. It's all here. It's blinding. It feels like it's alive down here. Yeah, it's just such a really nice instrument. Certainly the nicest Pono that I've played. I can't get over it. Yeah, it feels like it's alive down here. It's so responsive. What a lovely instrument. Yeah, what more can I say? Wow. Thank you so much to the team at the ukulele site, to Andrew and the guys who've been answering my questions back and forth on email. Very kind of you to send this one halfway around the world for me to have a look at. I think you've done exactly the right thing here, getting exclusivity on this one. That's the only place you're going to buy them. This is just an absolute stunner. I've really enjoyed playing this. Lots of different wood combinations, as I say. If you don't personally like the looks of this one, although I think this looks really classy, there's some other options, and there's some baritones as well. But this one, the solid Western Red Cedar top and a solid acacia back and sides, is the ATCMS Pono Master Series with that lattice bracing. $1,099 from the ukulele site in Haleiwa in Hawaii. Wow, I'm rambling. I do that, don't know when I like things. Thanks so much to the team over there. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching and your ongoing support. I hope you have a decent week next week. Stay out of trouble, look after each other, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.